Hello, it's Professor Steeg. Continuing with our Audrey 2 Maya project. We previously worked on the leaves in the prior video. This one will focus on mapping the head. So let's get to it. I've already selected all of the faces necessary to map this section. I'm not including the inside of the head or the mouth. You go to UV and spherical. Since this is a very round object, this mapping solution seems to be a good choice. You can see in the UV editor it's making some decisions here. Well, so are you. You can click on that T, that blue ring, and roll this so it's more in alignment with the top of the head, and you're going to get the beginnings of a better solution. If you move this into the head like this, you're going to get a better edge border quite quickly. There you have a head, top of the head laid out pretty well. We'll unfold it in a bit. We'll talk about that. Now if you go into UV shell mode, you can click on parts of the geometry and you can see which shells have already been developed or have yet to be developed. This one is the lower half of the head, the inside of the head, and the neck. I'm going to do a subtractive technique and hit shift. Let's be sure we're in face mode. Subtract away by holding down control. Let's try that one more time and make sure that our modeling toolkit is on camera based off. Now if I just want what's inside the top of the head, I can do that pretty quickly like this. Yeah, really pretty good. We will remove those since I'll probably hook together. No, we can just do the outside ones because this is all going to be one piece. It's alright to have those inside ones like this. Oh, shift, not control. So there we go. We have the inside of the head. Let's do the same spherical mapping technique. Let's just check it for. Looks pretty good. Apply. Spherical mapping option. Find that T, toggle it into rotate and move mode. Make that one in alignment. Looks pretty good. Could probably stand a rock forward a little bit, move it down. Wow, we have a nice solution pretty quickly. Now, using that same technique, still let's see if I can subtract away the head. Gotta be in face mode, that's for sure. Alright, then we'll go and pick away the bases of the leaves from this angle. We'll roll around to the front and zap the front faces. Get the back side of that one. Okay, get the front side of this. So can I get all those? Yes. Front side of this one. Front side of this one. Front side of that one. And side and back. We should be well. We should do well. Okay, let's take these. I just want the neck. That looks like a great solution. And of course we can go into wireframe and check that I have selected what I believe I've selected. Now with this one, I think I'll do, let's do automatic and do it fewer pieces, less distortion. That's the debate right there. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pieces that could probably be put together pretty easily. Let's do that. Let's bring it away. Okay, let's go to shell mode. I don't know why it didn't move along with the tool, the move tool, but no problem. We'll just pull them this way, focus on them, and see what's what here. Let's find where we're going to cut in the back. I think putting a seam in the back is a good idea. Edge mode, double click, and it ends at the bottom. We'll see in wireframe it probably ends at the bottom. Now we know I'd include that one. Nope, because it's not part of the solution. This is it right here. Goes from there to there. So cut. Let's rip that off. Cut. Now we have a very clear understanding of what the back looks like. And then which faces, which edges hook to that. So if this is coming around this side of this one, let's see here, moving so. So one side here. There's 2 UV shells lined up here. There's 2 UV shells because I projected from the side, no problem. Let's get the edges here once again. These are going to go nicely up to here. So I'm selecting those, moving so. It seems like I'll select from here so that we don't over select and get many pieces hooking to one. Let's do this, deselect that. So it's just going to snap to that part. Now when we go to the UV shell and unfold it, this is very important to know. Unfold. It's best to go legacy, turn on your local solver a little bit, and use just the UVs. Just use the UVs. Unfold, apply. See how that's applying just to that chunk, just to that shell? That's really nice edge. Where do these edges go? Right here. So, of course, go into UVs as opposed to UV shell and try to use the tool. Don't go into unfold and turn on fixed non-manifold geometry. That'll blow up your character and separate the faces from one another. It's a nightmare. So bypass all that. Legacy, this will be at 0 when you reset. Legacy, I'm going to slide that up a little bit. Pin UVs on selected UVs, so everything else will be pinned down, and you're just going to do this unfolding solution on the particular piece you have selected. So these shells need to be relative to one another based upon about how big they are on the character. So I'm going to scale those to about what they are on the monster pod head, and the neck is just about right there. So we don't want to change those sizes when we lay them out. But there's your neck. There was a few pieces left over here. Let's draw those up here and see if we can solve them. Edges, let's just highlight them and see what corresponding pieces might let themselves be known. It looks like we have something here. Let's see what that is. Oh, that edge right there. Moving so. Very good. What about this? Let's see, is this, which edges, is there any that go together? That one looks like a move and sew solution. What about this one? Yeah, same with that. Those are basically the same edge. UVs, move these together. Fly that around. Okay, let's figure out what's going on here. So this part's going to go inside there. That's fine, because this split is going to be the back, right? I'm not sure. Let's make sure. I thought this was the back. That's not the back. Is this the back? Is this the back? That's the back. Well, let's cut that edge. Cut. Take this UV shell, move it off and put it here. Now we can put this together. So it seems like these edges are going to be corresponding here. So 1, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes, let's move and sew that together. This is going to be awesome when I get it put together here. Really? Don't double click. Or click so fast it thinks you're double clicking. That's not what I want on this side for sure. I don't want it to wrap it back around on itself. I want it to be flat, laid out with no distortion. Move and sew. Great. Let's see what else is going on here. How about this one? Let's put it on this side. Move and sew. I could hit G and it should go, but not always. Then what happens? Anything here? Looks like something in here. So let's see what part is part of these. Oh, this looks like nope, that's not it. This is a hole for a leaf. Let's see here. Let's see what happens when I do that. Let's select this whole thing and see, based upon our unfolding, what's going on here. Looks really clear to me. That looks like a really good UV right there. UV shell. And it's still in a relatively good size in respect to the others. You can look at the head and eyeball it. Head's pretty big. The leaves aren't quite as big as the head. These head pieces could stand to be a little bigger. The neck is slender and a little bit smaller. So there you have your pieces laid out for that part of the character. The bottom of the mouth and the inside of the mouth will just be more of the same. So we'll end the video here, and I will take these and show you how to lay them out. UV shell, modify, layout here. Be sure to reset for best practice. Unfold versus legacy. I think we'll go to legacy, go into scale mode none. If you hit uniform, it's going to readjust everything. You've already made them respect and relative to one another, so let's just keep them that way and hit layout UVs. That's putting them into this square 0 to 1 space, and you can then continue to keep adding more of the plant monster into that solution. So this is showing you the procedure. I did the hardest part, so just do more of the same. The neck is the hardest part on this whole character, so enjoy. I'll see you back here when we work on the textures and painting those so that we can apply them to our plant monster. This is Stieg, Professor Stieg, signing off. Until next time.